Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is a quick little Thursday night chit chat. It's like 4 topics, so we not gonna be here long at all. I did not do no graphics. All I have is shared stuff from my IG, and we might scroll down the Jasmine brand website to see if it's anything I missed, because today has been a long day, y'all. And I'm just not prepared. I did not prepare for this live at all, besides making this thumbnail earlier today, and I just did not do nothing else, okay? So I hope we still have a good time with the foolishness. We're going to discuss Jonathan Majors, Lizzo's response, Nene getting caught in the lie, basically, Joseline's new charges, and a couple of other things. But again, this may be an hour, okay, or less. It's not gonna be 2 hours. It's not gonna be that, because again, I almost canceled. I really did. But if you have not done so already, please do a couple things for me. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, like the video, comment in the comment section. Please also thank you, Arturo, for the CashApp. Like the video, comment in the comment section. Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. And y'all know same old that we discuss every time. I'm here. How y'all doing? How was everyone doing? Okay. I have a headache. My eyes. This is the weather. My allergies. It's all bad. And I promise y'all, at about 8:39. I was like, I could just cancel it and do stuff tomorrow, because by tomorrow on Friday, we may have some more topics to discuss, and then it could be a full-fledged show. But I was like, no, because I already see some folk that commented on the live already. I already see him send some likes on it. I'm not going to do it now, because that's a last-minute cancellation. I don't like last-minute canceling, okay? But when ain't that much going on in the world, honey, I can't, I don't do what I can do. But we're going to still discuss what's to be discussed. I had to make me a little dailies. I need some fruit juice, because I ain't got no juice, because I don't drink juice that much. And all I had was little dailies in the freezer. So that's going to hold me over, okay? But, why is the straps around my neck? That's just weird. crazy. Anyway, y'all, wait, let me say hey to y'all. To people. And I told, look, we're gonna have a quick show tonight. I warned y'all from the jump. Okay, but hi to everybody here. Hello. I hope y'all had a good time today. Today is Thursday, it's almost Friday, and we're gonna get into some things. Okay, we'll get some things, but I promise y'all it will not be 2 hours. Ain't enough content for 2 hours. I had an energy for 2 hours, okay, but I could give y'all a good hour, and then we're gonna all go to bed. Okay, we're gonna all go to bed. But I'm around here tripping. You know, as it is. I'm saying I want you to get some rest. You take a couple days off. I took a couple days off last week. I was off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So like tomorrow, I'm not gonna put a video out. So tomorrow I won't be on live unless something happens. And I feel like ain't like because all we have is this, and besides this, ain't nothing else going on around here. Okay, it's this and then nothing. It's this and that's it. Okay, but I still say, hey, I'm gonna get on the show because you know what I'm saying. I didn't want to wait to discuss Lizzo's response and the video that came out for the girl and blah 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 blah. I'm like, no, let's just do it today. And that'll be that. Okay. So I'm not even gonna wait the 10 minutes. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, sorry. Bob. Okay. So let's just do it because the wrong button. I'm trying to share stuff. I'm hitting the wrong button. Why do you keep hitting the wrong button, Jaylee? IG. I feel like people around here chilling out. Do you like what? Not trying to ask random questions to prolong the live. We not what? I do not like animals at all. I don't need nothing to keep me company. I have things that keep me company. I have things and people and situations to keep me. You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't. I don't like animals at all. So I would not need. No, never. I don't even want to be with somebody who has an animal. No. If you got kids, I can deal with kids. The kids are human beings. I'm not an animal person. But I don't need anything to keep me company or occupied outside of the things and the people in my life that keeps me occupied. Okay? So, but Lizzo wobbling the tree. She is. I'm not gonna say that. My opinion on things, I won't say my opinion changed, but I will say, like I said yesterday, we'll wait till we get to that. We're gonna wait till we get to that. Okay, we're gonna wait. Okay, let me share mine. It's a couple things. Okay, is y'all waiting for? Look, I like the show Ratch. I like the show Ratch. Couldn't wait for it to come out. It was supposed to come out this month, and they pushed it back to November. This writer strike is really, like Grey's Anatomy ain't gonna be back. Station 19 won't be back. All my Chicago shows won't be back. I really need this writers and actors strike is really affecting my life, not my livelihood, but my attention to TV shows or whatever. But yeah, so Rap Shit, the season 2 premiere was pushed back to November because of the writers' actor strike. I feel like some shows are being pushed back. Some shows are not, because The Chi will still be premiering tomorrow. Even though none of the celebrities who was on the show can promote it, I feel like Issa and them say, you know what, the show already is a newer show. It's only season 2. And if we can't promote the show, it probably won't really be that successful. Like last season, the show was successful because all the cast and the crew and people was able to talk about it, to post about it. So without being able to do that, it makes sense to push this show back to November. But I feel like there are other shows that are probably already recorded, already produced, and they're just kind of waiting to see, hey, should we put it out? Should we not? But Rap is definitely a show that was pushed back. I will still review Love and Marriage Detroit. I just have to. I'm gonna probably watch episode 2 tomorrow and put it out. I'm slowly watching it. Slowly watching it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot. House of Dragon is not back into next year. Well, House of Dragon would have been prolonged anyway because of how long it takes to make that show. I feel like that show coming out next year probably was gonna be the same way anyway. Is the writer's strike affecting? I don't know. It's probably the writer's strike to me probably affected anybody in the union. I'm very sad that P Valley is on hold. P Valley was filming some stuff. Some shows were greenlit to still be produced and worked on right before and right after the strike happened. So some shows have green lights to do whatever, but they're choosing not to because they want their money. I feel like the networks and the streaming folks, whatever the power that be, that thought, oh, the actors and the writers won't keep doing it, and they like we not coming back around here. We want real change, and until we have that, kiss our grits. So, and a lot of these shows depend on the actors, the actors, the writers, the producers to be the ones promoting the show being out. Because if you have a show that no one watches, you won't get another season because shows be canceled left and right. So, for like Rap Shit, for P Valley, some of these shows need to hold off just so that they won't be canceled just because no one knew the show was on. Like I was talking to my mama today. I'm watching, what was I watching? All the Queen's Men, which is on BT. I'm watching that. I'm still watching not Sex and the City. And just like that, there's a show on Paramount called The Lioness. I'm watching that. I'm actually really into Teen Mom, the next chapter. I'm surprised too. But Teen Mom, the next chapter, which is on, I'm watching that too. So, but a lot of these shows, that's a reality show. But I'm like, some of these shows no one can talk about. I watched the Still Magnolias on Netflix. I binged that, you know what I'm saying? But it's a lot going on. But I feel like, them, holding off on Rap Shit, it makes sense. Because nobody will be talking about it. Now, speaking about people that need to be postponed or put somewhere. So Beyonce was in Boston, and whoever is in charge of the tank going back, was it? Now, look at the crew member. The dude in the crew member shirt, why is you putting your hands on Beyonce's ass? He felt up Beyonce. Now, first of all, he should be fired. I'm just saying. Oh, wait. I'm binging shows on Netflix and Amazon Prime. It's a lot of good shows around there. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching all the same stuff. Look, the shows I watch, I don't talk about on here because I like to enjoy those shows without having to come. Now, I may review The Chi because I like the TV show The Chi. I might review that. I don't know just yet. We will see. Yes, Still Magnolias was good. I hope they get a 4th season. Okay. But yeah, back to this white man with his hand on Beyonce's ass. I feel like the security the dudes in the black suits, they know where to put their hands. The crew member clearly cuffed Beyonce's booty. Okay. Took the liberties of coming to cut. But I'm like, first of all, it was enough people, sir, get out the way. Sir, had you moved, the black suit security people could have easily got Beyonce down. Your hand did not need to be on Beyonce's booty. I would say that for anybody. I feel like when helping someone down from something like that, the hand on the ass ain't needed. And I feel like Julius was like, is his hand on her ass? Let me chase him down because he has his hand on her butt. What is you doing? Now, also, whoever is in charge of the tank and the tank around the gas, because usually she's taken to the back, and she gets off of it or whatever. But the tank couldn't get what it was supposed to get, and so that happened. People, keep your hands off Beyonce's ass. I'm gonna say that. Anyway, I told you I was not gonna be on live. This white man right here who looked like he looked like he should not be left alone with people who are underage. So it says fake missionary accused of decade-long $30 million scam, misused funds intended for China Bible distribution to support gambling, diamonds, and gold purchases. I was like, not 30 million, not a decade long, a decade. Lord Jesus. A fugitive is charged with masterminding a nearly decade-long $30 million Bible scam. Jason Gerald Schick, Shenk, a Shenk, I don't know, who's 45 years old. So he's been doing this since he was 35. Is accused of executing the scam using funds from faith-based charities and individuals in Ohio and North Carolina from April 2010 into July of 2019. That is a full 10 years. He's been scheming, scamming. He's been scamming forever and ever. Okay? It says, according to prosecutors, the man reportedly told donors the money will be used to provide Bibles and Christian literature to China. If I can't look, that's a scam because the folks can't follow up. Who are they gonna call in China? What's gonna happen? Okay, I feel like he knew they would not figure out he's a liar. When people of faith donate money for evangelistic purposes, they reasonably expect those who solicit the donations to act as faithful stewards of those funds. Well, then that's your mistake. Because some folk who be around the church era be scheming, scamming too. The case alleges an egregious breach of that trust at the expense of multiple charities and individuals. Okay, I say he posed because he wasn't even a real person in the ministry or whatever. He posed as a missionary to solicit donations. However, a substantial portion of the funds raised were used for various purposes unrelated to. Did he send any Bibles? It said he's accused of spending large sums, including about $1 million, on online sports gambling, obtaining $4 million in a life insurance policy, and purchasing around $1 million of diamonds, gold, and precious metals. Well, he's stupid. Well, I mean, if he made that, maybe he's not stupid. I just feel it probably is. It's probably this person probably is the person who ordained Bishop Robbery. That's what it is. I just don't understand why people do dumb stuff. It don't make no sense. You get some LaRonna, give me some heavy whipping cream, okay, a carton of eggs, some vitamin D milk, and a pack of Kool-Aid jammers from the grocery store. But this little scammer man, first of all, he gonna go to hell because you can't be scamming folks. And I'm like, why do people in China want our Bibles? Like, do they like can they? I mean, like, does the Bibles in America, like, will they be in English? Can the people read it over there? I just wonder because, like, if I'm in China, will I want a Bible in English if that's not really the language I speak. So I'm like, when he was saying I'm gonna provide Bibles for folks over there in China, did anyone say, well, who gonna translate? Like who gonna like, where you gonna order the Bibles from? Because in my head I feel like, and do people in China like, do they have their own kind of Bibles and stuff? I don't know, but I'm not China. I'm not over there. I would have questions. I would say, why China? I would say, can I see a packing receipt? Can I see the Bibles? I can't just give you money and think you're gonna do no ma'am. No, sir. But white people have privileges over doing dumb stuff. Now remember yesterday we discussed the Wendy's manager who pocketed the 20K off fake employee. We did not see her picture. Now we see who did it. This is the manager who made the fake employee and made 20K. She looked like she make up shit for a living. Because I just feel it's the fan ponytail for me. Because the fan ponytail and the flip of the hair in the back look like I'm scamming somebody. She looked like she's scamming people. I'm just saying. We didn't know why, because I thought she could have been white. I just didn't know. So, and now people be stupid, and I never understand it because the 20K wasn't even worth it. It wasn't even worth it because your bail gonna be more than that. You're gonna need more money than that. You really gonna need more commissary in prison. And who want to see? Well, I'm not gonna see nothing in prison. It's just stupid, and I never understand why anybody don't realize that when you're doing fraudulent things at your job, you will eventually lose your job. The fake employee you created, that fake employee won't lose their job. You're gonna lose yours. So if anybody around here is thinking about doing some fake fugazi illegal things at their job, don't do it. Don't do it. Leave it be. Leave the scheming and scamming to other folks, and you can watch them go to prison, and you can be free. Because I feel like prison can't be fun at all. But maybe she want to go to prison. I don't know. But anywhere I go, that's who she is. Now, let's get some other stuff. I had to say some more stuff as I was up and talking to y'all. People still around here, being stupid. Robbing jewelry stores. I feel like I wouldn't know where to go to pawn or sell or get rid of jewelry I stole from a jewelry store. But they had hammers and trash cans. As you can see, is white people on the floor covered up. They stole $900,000 in jewelry in seconds. Ran in with trash cans and hammers, meaning they planned it. This should be federal. It should be RICO. People in there, man, they get down on the floor because folks got hammers. And I feel like when anybody dumb enough, and it's stupid because we always say, oh, it's not that serious or whatever, insurance can cover it. It's like, it's because that mean they probably have been there before. They said, look, we should not want to have trash bags that we can easily carry, that's flexible and can move around. No. Let's get trash cans. Yeah, let's get trash cans. My thing is, if I see people walking around in hoodies and walking with trash cans. I'm going to assume it's some fugazi bullshit. Okay, it says shocking to this video. Oh, it's a shock play. Let's listen.
I'm numb. I am absolutely numb trying to figure out, okay, what's our next step?
It took only 60 seconds for Alan's life and decades of hard work to come crashing down.
I do all the jewelry. And all the stuff that was in the showcase is my own pieces. And it's just everything disappeared.
Surveillance cameras caught 3 suspects on Monday rush into his Jewels by Alan store in Irvine around 12:30 p.m.
This idea of coming and hitting us at this time is so brazen. You would think that they would come when it's not crowded.
The thieves, who were wearing all black and had their faces covered, used hammers to shatter the glass displays. 2 women who were in the store shopping immediately hit the ground.
We know that we take a risk in this business. We
smash and
crazy.
They're not ready for this kind of atrocious.
First of all, if I'm in the store shopping and somebody come in with hammers, I'm going to get out their way. I'm not going to lay down in front of the cases. I don't want them hitting me with hammers. Okay? I don't want them having to step on me. I don't want to get hit with the glass. I don't want them to put the trash up. I don't want any parts of it. I would have left. Excuse me. Let me leave. No. People is really insane. People need to stop stealing. Look, the crazy part is you be lucky the man that had no hammer and was swinging back. Ain't nowhere. The jewelry store, the Gucci store, the Target store, the gas station, the Piggly Wiggly, a Pools Quickie Mart, at Bob's Burgers, everywhere. People aren't just being dumb for no reason. Y'all think Kim Kardashian again wants to get involved in getting folks out of jail? Look, I feel like Kim Kardashian has Kim be getting on my nerves sometimes. But Kim sometimes puts her foot in the right places or whatever. Now we know, C Murder, who was Master P brother, been in jail for years upon years upon years. Okay, it's been over 20 years. Okay, and we also know that he didn't do it. So Kim is trying to use her star power, her lawyer power. I think she's a part-time baby lawyer or something like that. She's a paralegal. I don't know, but she's using her powers of persuasion that she has to shed some light on Corey's case. He's been in jail for 21 years for a crime he did not commit, how the conviction was based entirely on testimony of 2 men who the state dragged into the trial, how the men have now sworn their testimony was not true. There's no other evidence besides the only evidence was these witnesses who have now admitted to lying. And C Murder, Corey Miller, is still locked up. There's no remaining evidence that even suggests that Corey is any more culpable than hundreds of patrons who were at that club that night back in 2002. Again, she's just saying they got him in there and won't let him out. You know what I'm saying? It's really a travesty, truthfully. A lot of people have spoken up about Corey's case over the years. We know Monica has always tried to bring light to his situation because that's her boo. I can appreciate Kim trying to use whatever influence she has to bring attention to his case. I feel like if Kim motherfucking Kardashian gets C Murder out of prison after 21 years, I promise y'all it's gonna make me mad, because then she gotta come to the cookouts, because that's a hard feat. because of how many people have tried to get it done over the years. If she do it, like, we can't hate on her no more unless she do some new stuff. Like, all of Kim's transgressions of the past would be wiped clean as of the day she gets him out. Anything she do after that, we can go with her head about that. But if she's able to get him out, that would be amazing. It really, 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 really would. Because she don't have to get involved in it at all. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's because we all know he didn't do that shit. He didn't do that shit. And she's put out this how he was convicted, how some of the laws since then have changed. So he really still should not be in prison at all, okay? How he should at least get his day in court. Because if the only witnesses in the case said we lied, let him out. So Kim is out here trying to use her baby bar powers for good. I hope it works. I really hope in my lifetime that I get to see C Murder get be free. You know what I'm saying? Tristan and Chloe baby birthday party just popped up and happened. You know, the little son, Tatum turned 1. You know what I found strange? You know, Tristan be posting stuff about all his other kids except that one kid he had, that lady who he was cheating on Chloe with. I feel like even though, you know, he made it clear he did not want to have that baby, that lady, I still feel like, but you banged her and you got her pregnant and the baby here. Why make the baby suffer, not know the siblings? Like, why is that one child that you know is yours? Like, why would you not include that child in your life? It aggravates me how Tristan posts all the other kids, his oldest son, the 2 kids with Chloe, but he do not post that son he has with the other lady who's older than the Tatum baby with Chloe. His other son probably already turned 1. Anyway, Tatum turned 1. We see Courtney around there with her baby daddy, her roommate. Tristan, we see Courtney and her. I say Courtney. Oh, I mean Chloe and Tristan. We see Courtney, her husband Travis. You know, she's pregnant. Now the little boy look like Rob. The little boy absolutely looks. He's a spitting image of Rob Kardashian. That's the only way I would now say that Courtney girl, Chloe, at least had the same daddy as Rob. Because, well, and Rob looked like Robert Kardashian. So we now know that Chloe is, I'm just joking. Y'all, we used to joke that Chloe was OJ's daughter. But yeah, her son look just like her brother. So it is what it is. But, you know, happy birthday, confetti to the little boy. Tatum is a weird name. Tatum. Tatum seemed like a last name to me on the first name. Not a weird name. I didn't mean to say that because it's baby. But I feel like Tatum sounds like someone's last name, not a first name. Tatum Thompson. Tatum Thompson. That's just, I'll leave that be. But happy birthday to Chloe's son and to Tristan's third son. The third son. Because we ain't gonna act like he don't have 4 kids. Because he does. Anyway, happy birthday to little baby boy. Hopefully one day you'll meet your brother. What I want to go to now, because I told y'all we ain't got nothing to talk about except these things right here. And that's it. Because everything else is boring. Well, Cardi B, we'll start with Cardi B. I had to figure out which one I want to go to first. Y'all know Cardi B was listed as a possible assailant, a suspect in an assault case, because at that party in Vegas, somebody went to the police and said, "Hey, I got hit with a microphone." And so it was a little investigation, but Cardi B will not be facing any charges in the microphone toss incident, okay? Now, per the people, Cardi B is in the clear after throwing a microphone at a fan because the criminal battery investigation has been dropped. Her lawyers, Drew Feinling, David Chesnoff, and Richard Schnofeld, told TMZ this afternoon that told them this afternoon that they were notified by the Vegas police people that as a result of the investigation, there will be no charges against Cardi. I feel like there shouldn't have been anyway because Cardi tossing that mic was just, a reflex. It was like, oh, water in my face. Ah, boom. And that was it. So I'm happy the project's over. Done. Jonathan Majors. His court case was supposed to start today. He came walking in there. Jonathan came in his good fitting suit. Okay, looking sharp. Because at the last court day, I was like, what the fuck is he wearing? Last time the suit was all loose and looked wrinkled. He came suited and booted. But the reason that this time he came suited and booted was because this was supposed to be the start of the case. You know what I'm saying? However, the prosecution asked for a continuance. So the court case was pushed to September, I think September 6th. Yeah, September 6th. Because the prosecution said, hey, we need more time to collect and review evidence in the case. But I feel like this happened. Look, I'm not capping for Jonathan Majors. I'm not, for the man. What am I? All I'm saying is this. The incident happened in March. It is August. What evidence are you still looking for now? I feel like what else could there be? To me, that sounds like they don't have a strong case. Now, Megan Good, his girl, the fact, dog, Jonathan Majors is really out here dating Megan Good. And she, stand by your man. I'm right beside him. I'm right here. She looked nice as well. But again, the prosecution asking for more time to gather evidence, to examine evidence. What have y'all been doing these past, 6 months? So I feel like, my opinion is, that means they have a weak case. If you need more time to do what? To find who? But when it go to trial next month, we'll discuss it. And I believe it's like misdemeanor charges. You need more time for misdemeanor charges, girl. If you say so. To me, it is absolute. Because I told her, if he did that shit, he should go to jail. He should be held accountable for it if he did whatever. A part of me feel like they're looking for something that they know isn't there. Because why? So we'll have to wait and see. But he came strolling and he's strolling and strutting today. Because again, the court case was supposed to start, but it has since been pushed back. Joseline Hernandez. I told us about an hour. Yeah, one topic. Joseline was arrested again, booked again, but it's because it's from the same fight that happened with her, Big Lex, the police at that boxing match. Was it last month? Joseline went on a rampage, and people were saying they think she was high on that cocaine. And she was first charged with like resisting arrest. Those were her first like misdemeanor charges for the incident. However, they put out a warrant for arrest for more charges. She then had 2 additional felony charges for assault and battery on an officer. So because she had to go to court for the other charges, they say, "Hey, you here? Cool. So we gotta book you." And the footage is on my IG. I know TMZ flag whenever TMZ have a video. If you use it in your thing, they flag you. So y'all know I never show videos from TMZ. If you want to see the thing, go on my IG page. It's there. But she was in court with her lawyers who was explaining that, hey, yeah, you here for them other 2 charges or whatever, but we're adding 2 more felonies. And because of that, they have to book you. Because what will happen is if we just tell you, oh, it's 2 more charges, you can come back later and say, well, my client was never booked on those charges. We're trying to beat them. The judge said, hey, the folks said you got to be booked again to be sure you or your lawyer does not attempt to get out of it by saying you were never booked. And so she got booked. Now she was still released, after some time or within the day or whatever. But I am happy that Joseline is getting consequences for her actions. We have seen Joseline should have had consequences for her actions back on Love and Hip Hop when her and CBJ was fighting everybody. So even though it's taking some time, I'm happy that she's getting some consequences. I also feel like no matter what her charges or what a part of her sentencing should include mandatory rehab, mandatory drug testing, because can't nobody tell me she was on something. I don't care if she was on Jolly Ranchers. She was on something because she was real gassed up. So to me, a part of whatever sentencing she gets for these charges, a part of that should for sure be rehab. Yeah, therapy too. Rehab, mandatory drug testing in her rehab, because Joseline needs to stop doing drugs. She fully needs to stop doing drugs. And she was around there in court and she didn't say nothing or whatever. But I also feel like a reason they probably gave her more charges after the initial ones. Joseline was on interviews acting like it wasn't nothing. That's because at the time we hadn't seen the police cam footage of her going complete ape stuff on them people. So, okay, you want to, cuss us out and fuss us out and call us all kind of things and, kick and hit and scream. Cool. We're going to add more charges. I also feel like Big Lex should sue. Joseline is one person to me that has earned the attention that she's getting from the police, from lawyers, from judges. She deserves it because Joseline beat a bitch up Hernandez, who be popping Jolly Ranchers, if you ask me. Always has been getting away with being a violent person. And so I don't want it to be like, okay, we're going to put her, she's going to get like probation, but nothing with, no, probation, cool. Okay, cool. She don't get no jail time, cool. Give her 5-year probation. And a part of the 5-year probation should be mandatory drug testing. Alcohol testing. You ain't allowed to be, or sporadic drug testing, alcohol testing, all that. Because she'd be on some bullshit. So I was like, what did I say? I think on my thing I said, when you play stupid games, you get like further charges. So I don't know. She on some dumb shit. And she deserves what she's getting. I do not want it to be a slap on the wrist, because this isn't like this is not the first time we've seen her act the plum D fool and fight everybody in her way, and then nothing happens. So to me, she deserves all the smoke from the people who have the robes and the gavels and can say court adjourned. Send her some damn where. I don't know where. Send her some damn where. Okay. Let's get into Nene. Shout out to Candy Birds fan page, and to I think Tracy sent me this today. So we've seen Nene saying, "Show me where I called Andy racist. Show me where I said that. I didn't know." I said, "Oh, is that right?" Now you see right here, she's replying in a comment, "Where did I call Andy a racist at? Go find it and show me." Now, when I was like, "Oh, it's right there." Now, when I seen this posted here, I said, "I want to be sure this is really not doctor." Y'all know people can fake tweets and all that shit. I said, "I don't know." I scrolled and scrolled and scrolled on Nene's Twitter today, looking to be sure that was Nene's so dumb. She still has the evidence of her calling that man a racist on her damn page. It's just back in 2020. And it's the crazy part that Nene don't think to just sometimes it's not say stuff. To just shut up. Because you ask, "Hey, show me where I said it." I ain't know. Yes, you did. Okay. Now, when Andy was doing a show talking to Wendy Williams, and I can't play it because y'all know Bravo, Bravo, Bravo. I ain't want to get flagged. But, go to Candy Bird's fan page. It's there. Okay, it's there. And he and his Andy talking to Wendy. Girl, wait, is it on here? Let me see. I want to see if it's him talking to Wendy Williams. I just want to play the audio of it. Yep. So, boom. So, back then, and we see what I'm saying. So, Nene, after seeing Wendy talking to Andy, she went to her Twitter page where they were saying, because Wendy was saying, Nene is faking like she's gonna quit. Nene she not gonna do this, she not gonna do that, and blah 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 blah. And what we seen her say is in Vulture, the magazine, and Candy Red fan page also went back and found it. I did. Y'all know I'm scrolling as we speak. I wish I would have brought it up earlier. I'm scrolling, and because I want y'all to see that it's. Because I took a screenshot of it earlier today. I'm at May of 2022. I'm trying to get to it real fast because I feel like, ma'am, you be so dumb to make it seem as if people be making things up about you. It's like, no, you leave the evidence that's needed on your own page. Like, why would you not scrub your page? If you want to get back on Bravo and you're saying, "I never said that, I never said that, I never said that. Why would I say that? I've never called Andy a racist." If that's your stance, cool. Go to your Twitter and take it down. Because if I didn't say that, let me go back to my Twitter. Because I might have said it. But I don't say stuff like that on social media. So, boom, let me go. Boom. Share vibes. Again, this is Nene's Twitter. Nene today at 10:04 p.m. 10:04 p.m. All from September 28th. Because that's when he was talking to that lady. And you see she's retweeting stuff Damn, I'm late. Winifred, meaning Wendy, said what? She's a hater. Number one, who the does she think she is? Oh, I forgot. Wendy's perfect in her own little bubble. That's why her husband was with his real wife. So again, she's retweeting the negative things about Wendy. She then put the racist is the master manipulator. They're using me for ratings like they have always done. They're going to leave my name out of these shows. Send me your best discrimination attorneys info to booknene.com. It's war. Now, again, she said, leave my name out these shows. If you want them to leave your name out the show, why would you want to go back? They're always manipulating black women to say negative things about each other while they sit and enjoy. Tearing each other down. Remember Black Lives Matter. Remember Breonna Taylor. Remember the most racist networks. Again, she can't make it seem like you're talking about Wendy and Andy. Okay? And they're still here today. She retweeted this. Wendy, Andy, bravo. What in the hell make Nene doing same? Wait, when the hell make Nene Leakes doing same thing on a spinoff show? Any different than Kim or Lisa Vanderpump? Lisa getting another spinoff about her dogs, and she never got that. They were saying because Wendy was saying Nene is not interesting enough to have her own show. No one wanted to see a show about Wendy, about Nene and Greg, about any of them kids. It's boring. She's like, she needs an ensemble cast. Okay. So again, it's her talking about reposting. She then said, I will always eat and eat good. Believe that. I've always believed in multiple streams of income. So the leaks are good. You old cocaine head and you old racist. No one knew you until you knew me. Remember, I'm icon. Don't forget. Again, she can't be calling Wendy a racist. Because how could she be racist against her? You know what I'm saying? So you were calling Andy one. Now I believe she was calling Wendy a cokehead because Wendy, used to do. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, you still are saying this on your social media and left it up there. Up and tweeting at 1 o'clock in the morning. Then said, keep trying me, sir, and now the world know who you are. She then said, she on cocaine, so they should stop using her to talk. They both need my help with their poor ratings. Both are F. Their ratings are low by queens. So again, when did I call Andy racist? When did I do that? I went right here. Right here. Right here. I know she's going to try and say, I didn't say Andy's name. You were tweeting about the interview between him and Wendy. I know what she's going to try. Anybody, she really should find a lawyer because anybody would say, when you're trying to sue somebody, whoever your lawyers, even their team, are supposed to scrub your social media of anything that can be used against you. But she won't do that. So for her, like, when did I do that? When? Right there. Right there. On that day. I think Nene felt like, well, who gonna look back at what I said? She probably also did not remember. She probably didn't remember she said it, but even though she said it repeatedly, I don't think she thought about. She wrote it down on Twitter one night. Also, they brought up how Nene kept on saying my shows kept getting cut. I got cut down to 6 episodes. So they put up the proof of her saying she worked her own contract. Because when Kenya was on, I forgot what show, saying how they're phasing Nene out. She's missing out on shows. She's missing out on episodes. She's missing out on money. And Nene said, here's a question for Ken, Andy. And you know Ken is Kenya. Ask her why she out doing press saying Bravo phasing me out. Bravo hasn't told me or my team that. Why is she out saying that? Saying I have lost money from not being in episodes. I negotiated my episodes and money up front. I have not lost anything. I have not been cut out of any episodes. I negotiated my episodes just like everybody else did. I'm getting every dime I asked for. Thank you for asking and clearing that up, Andy. That means a lot to me. So again, need to be on bullshit. Some of the things that she's saying now, it's just like we're seeing either she was lying then or she's lying now. So it's like, girl, I just want her to do something else. I really just want her to do something else. Okay? Now, y'all take a little second and like the video. Because liking is the thing to do. Let's get to the Lizzo of it all. So, the accusations from the three dancers, the lawsuit, we talked about that yesterday. Had a full conversation. Lizzo today put out a statement. Okay, put out a statement. These last few days have been gut-wrenchingly difficult and overwhelmingly disappointing. My work ethic, morals, and respectfulness have been questioned. My character has been criticized. Usually, I choose not to respond to false allegations, but these are as unbelievable as they sound and too outrageous to not be addressed. These sensationalized stories are coming from former employees who have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on tour was inappropriate and unprofessional. Now let's handle that part of it. We're gonna do piece by piece. Everyone should be innocent until proven guilty. Anyone who feels like they have been wronged has the right to speak up and sue or come forth. So my point in saying that is the dancers have a right to say this is what we're saying happened to us, but Lizzo has the right to defend herself if she's not been found guilty. When she says these sensationalized stories are coming from former employees who have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on tour was inappropriate and unprofessional, I feel like she's saying what they said happened. She's saying, but they're making it to be more than what it was. This is a way to not deny that nothing happened, but also say they blown it out of proportion. She's also saying basically they're disgruntled employees who in their complaint said we were told we weren't doing this, we were told this and that, we were told we weren't doing this right or whatever. That's her way of not negating what they said happened. It just is being sensationalized to make it feel like a lot. Okay? I also feel like anybody who is accused of what she's been accused of by multiple people, by the three dancers, by at least 2 other former employees who said they left. So it's not as if it's only one person. It's 3 people who were all hired around the same time and was a, you know what I'm saying? So, she's just trying to defend herself for what she's been accused of. As an artist, I have always been very passionate about what I do. I take my music and my performances seriously because at the end of the day, I only want to put out the best art that represents me and my fans. With passion comes hard work and high standards. Sometimes I have to make hard decisions, but it's never my intention to make anyone feel uncomfortable or like they aren't valued as the important part of the team. Now, what that means is I did have favorites. I did work them hard. They did have long practices. We did make people re-audition. I did have to make decisions to sometimes not include them because I don't rock with them. But it wasn't my intent. It wasn't my intent to make anyone feel uncomfortable or like they're not valued. So she's like, I heard what they said. I heard it. But that ain't what it is. So again, she's acknowledging and admitting, yes, some of that stuff happened, but it ain't how it was. Now, the one funny thing I seen on social media, people say, Lizzo made them walk the Brooklyn Bridge to get her cheesecake. And I was like, do y'all not know that's making a band? So when I think about people saying, oh, somebody we work for put us through too much. If you watch Making the Band with Diddy, and where Diddy had them kids walk to get them some cheesecake to walk there and walk back like over the Brooklyn Bridge, that was extreme. That was it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it's kind of that kind of thing. Okay. So again, Lizzo is not denying nothing happened. She's, in my opinion, she's giving the reasons why, yes, we had a 12-hour rehearsal. Yes, it was a 12-hour this and this and this and that and that. But because I like perfection, I want this, I want that, I'm passionate about my thing, and blah, blah, blah. I am not here to be looked at as a victim, but I also know that I am not the villain. That people in the media have portrayed me to be the last few days. I am very open with my sexuality and expressing myself, but I cannot accept or allow people to use that openness to make me out to be something I am not. There's nothing I take more seriously than the respect we deserve as women in the world. I know what it feels like to be body shamed on a daily basis and would absolutely never criticize or terminate an employee because of their weight. Now, the gotcha in that is it wasn't really Lizzo who the lawsuit was saying was fat shaming the one girl. It was more the feeling, the suggestion that people who weight fluctuates lose their jobs. I kept saying, in my opinion, I still feel like Lizzo blurred the lines too much between professional and personal, and that was her first fuck up. And she allowed people in the atmosphere to create this toxic work environment because it was not a clear line and a saying about what is professional and what is personal. Now, her saying how she's open about her sexuality and expressing herself, she does not want anyone to use that against her. I said in my review yesterday, I said Lizzo likes freaky shit, and what she likes, she needs to be sure whoever she has in her circle is also comfortable in that area. And if you're not comfortable, you should not be there. If y'all were to ever hang out with me And let's just say I want to go to a titty bar. If you don't want to go, don't come with me. If I say, man, the ones who come to the titty bar go have a good time, they are. That does not mean I'm forcing you to go. It means this is what I like to do, and who come with me had the same fun and perks I have because they're with me. So again, there is truth in what the lady said happened, but at the same time, in my opinion, if you in Amsterdam with your boss in the red light district, in the sex district, it's gonna be some freaky shit going on. And it's really up to you as the adult in the situation to say no. I agree, Casey. A 12 hour, that's nothing. In football, and do you think Beyonce don't have her people dancing for, you know what I'm saying? You think for the tour they didn't practice and rehearse a whole bunch? Now I ain't saying nobody peed on themselves. I ain't saying that. There are like 11 women that came out against Bill, at least one country. Again, this is the thing. I don't think the people are lying on Lizzo. I feel like Lizzo created an environment that she thought was fun, free, sexually fluid, and for these people it wasn't. And because of how she do shit, it didn't work with some people. So she created an environment that made people feel uncomfortable. They felt attacked. They did not feel supported, and that is Lizzo's fault because you are responsible for the atmosphere that you create. Like for me in my corner, I try my best to create to have a positive, friendly atmosphere. When folk come in the comment section on some rah-rah bullshit, I shut it down because you are the one that controls what happens. So to me, in Lizzo's post, she's not denying things happen. She's saying they're making it to be something more than what it is. And that can sometimes be true, but she also needs to acknowledge how she made them feel. Because y'all know if I fuss at y'all, I still say at the end of the day, but I love y'all. And y'all know I do it with love. But when we've seen football coaches, hey, Coach D on the Dancing Dolls will cuss them girls out. We've seen football players and football coaches cussing kids out on the field. We've seen it. We've seen it happen. We've seen some people in sports and this and that who, hell, Lorianne Gibson, boom cat on Making a Man was very, very making them rehearse and rehearse and rehearse and rehearse. So I feel like, you know, there are peaks and valleys to it. But I think with her saying, I'm very open with my sexuality and expressing myself. Meaning when they said we went to the red light district and I was saying, you know, touch this and touch, I was trying to encourage them to have the kind of fun I want to have. And then when they said I left for some time in the back room with my boyfriend, okay, so what? I fucked my man in Amsterdam. I told y'all, if we go to Amsterdam, we fucking. If me and my dude, if we go to Amsterdam and we first of all, if we go to Amsterdam, we going to red light district. We gonna go because I want to see. But that's what I don't mind being around. But I also will not take anyone with me who don't want to go. If you don't want to go, then don't go. But don't get mad if you are not included in other stuff I do because you wasn't there. You don't like it. Now I would not be the one touching, eating, or catching anything coming outside his vagina. No ma'am, no sir. So again, it's a lot. And again, some of these accusations were not specifically against Lizzo. Some of it was against the dance captain and the actual the tour people. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not trying to diminish how the women who filed the lawsuit and even two people who used to work for Lizzo came up and said, hey, she was the best to me. I was upset and I left. I'm not negating that. What I'm saying is the stuff the women in the lawsuit is bringing up, some of it isn't even against Lizzo. But some folks who have not read we read the transcript, we read the actual lawsuit. They're assuming some of it is for Lizzo and it isn't. But Lizzo did, she admittedly was about the stuff in Amsterdam. Her point is, I'm not going to let how I'm sexually free and how I like to have fun on my off time be used against me. Well, Lizzo, stop bringing people with you who not your friend. You cannot always include people, your coworkers, in your shenanigans. I never go out for drinks with my coworker. I don't, because that ain't no. So that was Lizzo's mistake, to be including people who work for her. Now her saying, I know what it feels like to be body shamed on a daily basis, and we would absolutely never criticize or terminate an employee because of their weight. The girl who said that even said, well, they didn't say I gained weight. She was saying what she thought they meant. She was saying how it made her feel. I feel like they did it because of that. They didn't tell me that. I'm assuming that's what I feel like, because I know I gained weight, and I know I gained weight, but I know that I wasn't dancing any different and blah 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 blah. Look, the point is, I would never body shame someone or fire someone because of their weight. That's Lizzo's point, and said she would not do that. The girl who brought it up never said anyone said it. She just said that's how it made her feel. And we have to remember, in lawsuits, feelings and actions and words are different things. If my boss say to me, Jaylee, I can't even. I feel like you either said or you don't. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't feel like the girl said anything to me that proved that Lizzo fired her because of how much she weighed, when the point of hiring people was what they were supposed to be plus size. How you feel is how you feel. And if in true terms, if the girl had an episode where she was in her feelings, which made her binge eat, which made her gain weight, they noticed she gained weight. It was mentioned that she gained weight. She then feel like they fired me because I know I gained weight. She feel that way. Lizzo's mistake was hanging out with people she paid to dance for her, who are not your friends. And now, because of that, each of them who don't like what she like, they don't do what she do. They don't know her like that. Everything she did that they don't do, they take it personal. You can't do that. So a part of me feel like the lawsuit, as far as with Lizzo, is some bullshit, because most other stuff they're saying Lizzo did is like interpretations. It's how they interpreted something. It ain't what she said. It ain't what she did. It's I felt like if I didn't go to the Amsterdam thing, I would not be on the tour. I felt like if I didn't touch the titty, you know what I'm saying, is how they felt. But again, it's because Lizzo blurred the lines between professional and business. And because the folks who Lizzo was cool with were doing this stuff, they felt like if I don't do it, I'm going to be ass out. I don't want to be ass out. At all. Right. No fraternization at work. I barely talk to my coworkers about my boss has no idea I have a YouTube channel. None. And when she asked me, what do you do? Nothing. How the weekend? Fine. Like I don't go into any details much at all. I mean, like she know me a little bit, but I am very protective of my personal life because it ain't nobody's business. Lizzo needs to own up to one. I also feel like a part of Lizzo's makeup is it could be that she has been a plus size woman who she's felt criticized her whole life. She's now fucking Lizzo, and she wants people to like her. She wants to be the fun girl. Everybody ain't for you. Period. They not. I'm hurt, but I will not let the good work I've done in the world be overshadowed by this. I want to thank everyone who would reach out and support to lift me up during this difficult time. I saw a post earlier of someone said how quickly people are to cancel, to blackball their face when something comes out before anything is proven. And I always feel like if somebody said, Jaylee is mean, she ain't shit. She's a snake. She don't like people. She be fat shit. Like if people came out and said about me what people are saying about Lizzo, I'd be like, I really be like, who would be like, nah, not Jaylee. Nah. We've seen it for years. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people do be really quick to just judge. And I'm not saying we can't have a conversation about allegations, but some people in the comment sections of these blogs or whatever are horrible. Like, man, I knew she wasn't shit. I never believed that she was and I'm like, and so I'd be like, that's why I'm so not a person to be like, nah, man, unless it's hardcore visual audio proof of things that we can see for a fact happened and they did it. I can take he did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless it's like that, I always feel like, okay, well, let's see what happened. Because I would hate, well, first of all, no one can come out and say that about me. Right. I call Tracy a bald-headed ski jumper. It's a joke. It's a joke. But it's like, people be so quick to just judge. And I'll be like, man, I got to see. I want to know. I want to know what happened. Because anyone can say somebody made them feel some kind of way, and it does not mean that it's true. It also does not mean that it's false. What it means is people not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not. I can be, if I get pissed off enough, I can be a bitch, you know what I'm saying? But I have no ill intent in my body at all. It does not mean that something I might do or say may not make someone feel some kind of way. The difference is knowing you made me feel some kind of way, but I know you're not that kind of person. But it's how you made me feel, and let me address it. You know what I'm saying, and move on. But it's like I do wonder, did Lizzo ever know these people felt this way about her? Did she ever? Did they ever tell her, "Hey, I feel upset. You hurt my feelings. I don't like it." I just wonder. Now we seen this one girl, who was talking. I don't know who she was talking with. Oh, Good Morning America. I don't play the audio because I don't know about Good Morning America. This person, what's her name? Oh, Noelle Rodriguez was the one saying, "Oh, I was talking to Lizzo and I was complaining about this and that," and she balled her fist up and said, "You're so lucky." And I was like, what person has not been face to face with somebody, got upset, and you're so, oh, you lucky I can't beat your ass. See, she balled her fist up, like this, said, "You're so lucky." But I'm like, but did she touch you? To say to somebody sitting in front of you and say, "You're so lucky," but I'm like, but what did she do? What did she do? Again, it's about people putting that is a 20-on-10 situation. And again, Lizzo not perfect, but to make it seem like, oh, she is very aggressive. She kept trying to fight me, call me bitches and hoes, and fuck you, fat bitch. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. I've seen some channels that said some stuff about Lizzie that I wouldn't have never thought they would have said. I was like, oh my God, you guys are body shaming her. Look, a lot of people body shame in general. And I don't like it. I don't like when anybody makes something about someone's weight. Or, you know what I'm saying? That's just dumb. Period. You know what I'm saying? But again, in this instance with this girl right here, the whole she balled her fist up and said, I can't. I'm like, she was pissed. She was upset. It could be you lucky I don't want to beat your ass. I'm mad at you. Ooh, bitch, you lucky. Ooh, bitch, you lucky. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't take a ooh, bitch, you know what I'm saying? Run up, hoe. Would be my response. Run up. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? So, you know what I'm saying? It's a little weird to me because it just feels like it feels like what Lizzo said, that people are taking situations that happens and sensationalizing them and to be more than what it is. Y'all have seen me on here pissed and crying. And I just feel like Lizzo needs to own up to how she did not have clear cut lines in the sand of what's professional, what's personal, and all that. She just tried to have a good time with everybody and not knowing some folk just didn't like it. And now they suing you. Well, you now the religious dance captain who was trying to convert people and was trying to and talking about finger popping herself and talking about false fallacy, all that stuff. That's wrong. They had more allegations against the dance captain than Lizzo. They had more negative stuff, but I'm like, Lizzo left that lady in charge. You know what I'm saying? And you can't be fraternizing with your workers, because had Lizzo done all this shit with her friends, she wouldn't be here. Had Lizzo not tried to invite the dancers out all the time and let's go party, she wouldn't be here. Now, at the end of the tour, we did a whole tour together. We're going to go off one night, have a good time, and that's cool. But after every show, you should not be hanging out with all the dancers because they're your workers. Period. Right. I'm like, 10 airplanes. I'm like, who does that? Most of the crazy stuff wasn't even from Lizzo. It was from the dance captain lady. The fist balled up thing, her being pissed off. Okay, that ain't illegal. It's unprofessional. But we've already established Lizzo did not create a professional working environment. The lines were blurred all around. Okay. All around. However, it ain't illegal for your boss to be pissed off and be like, oh, I wish. Ooh, bitch. Like, it's unprofessional. You go to HR. But that's what happens when you blur the lines. People felt like Lizzo was so positive. I can imagine Lizzo was upset. I can imagine her being so pissed off. She says, ooh, you lucky. I can imagine Lizzo balling her fist up. I can imagine Lizzo being in Amsterdam in a sex club, touching titties, and you know what I'm saying? But it's like, because that's her personal life. None of y'all have any idea what I do in my personal life. Because I keep what happened in my bedroom, in my house, who here. I keep all that offline because it ain't nobody's business. It ain't no one's business except mine. Because when you allow people who work with you or who are fans, even if they don't hang out with fans, you can't do that. You can't. You can't. So that was her mistake, that she was out here consistently not drawing a line in the sand and being sure that she did not get caught up in being friendly with her workers, because they're her workers. They work for her. They work for Lizzo. And if I go and confront my boss and I tell my boss what I don't like and what she should not be doing, she may get pissed off at me. I don't. Maybe two, like Michael B. Jordan. What two? That's what I want. I mean, Michael B. Jordan. It used to be Jonathan Majors. There was. I would do Michael B. Jordan and Damson Idris. Two was the top for me. I can't. Not more than two. Okay. Never 10. Never 10. But people just have to be careful. You have to be careful. And again, I am not trying to victim blame, because y'all know you be blaming the victim. You blaming the victim. You ain't living. Shut up. Be quiet. Don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm making common sense. Yes. Absolutely. But I'm not trying to like, defend Lizzo because I'm also plus size black women, because these are all plus size black women like me. But y'all know how I'm very nice on here. And when folks sometimes come for me, I gotta show bitch don't play with me. So I can't say that when the girl said, I asked Lizzo, can I talk to her about what I did not like about what happened, and she ended up quitting, and Lizzo got mad. Well, I mean, okay. Okay. She brought her fist up. Okay. Did she swing? Did she run up? Or is she frustrated and she's so, I'm so fucking mad. Everybody played a part in this shit. And we're gonna let's say it. Even the girls who keep saying we did not want to do this, that, or the other, but we did it anyway. I didn't want to touch the boob, but I did it anyway. You know, she told us that we were not performing the best. So everyone had to re-audition. It was a 12-hour audition. And I felt no one told me this. No one told me I could not go pee. But I felt like I couldn't go pee. So I peed on myself. Why? So I feel like as much as I would keep reiterating that Lizzo did not curate a professional environment that did not have some forms of this inappropriateness, yes, that is absolutely true. But when them girls said it was a 12-hour audition rehearsal thing or whatever, and I had to pee, I was too scared as a grown woman to go pee, so I pissed on myself. I'm like, first of all, as a dancer, why would you piss on the floor? Y'all can not. I have to slip in your piss. So I'm like, that seems stupid to me. So I feel like it's little parts in here where I feel like all of them played a part in it. Right. The word of the day is boundaries. On all fronts, Lizzo should have created a professional boundary. Them dancers should have created a human decency boundary for themselves. If I don't want to touch body parts, I'm not going to do it. If I don't want to, even if they say, well, you have to come because it's a head count, so we already, we have to all go. Okay, cool. I'm going to go. I ain't going to do shit. I'm going to sit there. I don't even mind them saying we were told that because they called ahead and we were already included in the count, we had to go. Cool. I'll ride along. But when I get there, you can't force me to do something. You know what I'm saying? If you RSVP, well, just go to your RSVP. But you can't tell me that you could not create a boundary to where you did not feel like as an adult, you could say, I do not want to touch the boob. I don't feel comfortable seeing naked people. I would put on some shades. Hang on, yeah. I would put on shades and just fall asleep. I'm asleep. So more and more, if you read, look, a lot of people only read the headlines. I read the lawsuit. And when you read it, A lot of it is really about how they felt. It ain't about nothing more than how they felt. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. But if you read a caption, if you read um the clickbait of it all, if you don't read who they talking about, if you don't read what they mean, if you don't do any of that, it do seem like it's a bunch of. Look, I be trying to tell y'all. I be trying to tell y'all. It's a whole 44 pages of stuff. Okay, 40. You have some folk is only going off of. They said fat shaming. They said this and they said that, and I'm like, but did you read it? Did you read what it said? Did you read what it said? Most of it was really about that lady who was the dance captain. Not much of it was really about Lizzo. And the few things that were about Lizzo was how they felt, how she made them feel. And we said it before, we said earlier, facts ain't feelings, and feelings ain't facts. Now again, Lizzo needs to have clear boundaries when it comes to her workers, and that's on period. That's on period. Now also the fact that after this came out, her boyfriend and girlfriend out here talking.
17-ish. She and my boyfriend were co-hosting a show on MTV called Wonderland. And no, she wasn't very nice. She wasn't very nice to me. I knew she didn't like me, but the people around her were nice. Like her sister seemed nice. And I kind of ignored it because I felt like, well, she's already like in this celebrity scene or whatever. So she probably just feels like she has better things to do than talk to me. And I just noticed that, like, even when we were just out to eat or at the beach or something, she still wasn't very nice to me. And it wasn't like a production thing, like, oh, she's just really busy or whatever. She just didn't like me. She didn't say anything that was mean, but she was really like standoffish or like wouldn't talk to me. Like when I talked to her, it was kind of like, oh, okay, like get the fuck away from me. I don't want to talk to you. So yeah, I eventually found out that she and my boyfriend has something going on, ex-boyfriend. And that was that. I left the relationship. I mean, yeah, it was heartbreaking. I mean, I was with him for 10 years. I supported him through everything. And when he finally got a big break, he left me for Lizzo. It was really hard for my mental health. I went through a really difficult period of time trying to be okay with this, because it wasn't just like, oh, I broke up with my boyfriend. It was like, oh, I broke up with my boyfriend and he left me for a person who wasn't very nice to me and turned out to be, like, after the fact, after we broke up, she became a Grammy award-winning celebrity and everybody in the world loves her, and her message is like love and light and positivity, after knowing how she treated me. But I didn't want to say anything because it made me sound like a whiny little baby or something. So I didn't broadcast that was something that happened to me, or when I did talk about it, I never named her because I just didn't feel like I would be supported or people would care, like people loved her. So why would I try to like drag her name or whatever? So I just silently went through something really big and really hard. It was like my fight or flight response was triggered every time I heard her song on the radio, or like if I went to the movies and like her song was in the trailer. It was so difficult and I cried for so long and I felt so depressed. And like I was in a really bad spot for years because of how this happened. And I know it wasn't her fault. It wasn't her fault. It was his fault. It was the way he handled it. She has no responsibility to me. But I think they could have both been a little more kind in the way that they chose to get together. Like he could have broken up with me, or she could have maybe suggested that he break up with me before they started something, because the text messages were something that I'll never be able to not see in my head. I think I'm feeling.
People have a weird way of acting, like, because I don't know you and I don't care to talk to you, I'm being mean to you. Bitch, I don't know you. And if I'm somewhere working, it's say the lady ex-boyfriend, who's not Lizzo's current boyfriend, they broke up after 10 years. Because him and Lizzo was working or co-hosting something in 2016. And how could I not like you if I don't know you? So of course, when folks come out and say, "Oh, well, Lizzo was mean to me. She didn't want to be my friend," you come out and say, "Yeah, she didn't like me. She did not want to be my friend." You know what I'm saying? And even though the one when he got with Lizzo, because that man and Lizzo is together now. But to say when y'all were together, because Lizzo wasn't like Lizzo in 2016. She wasn't. But you better Lizzo, because your man did not tell Lizzo he had a girlfriend still. I'm pretty sure he told Lizzo y'all wasn't together. But the whole is really hard for me. And I get it. 10 years is a long time. It's heartbreaking. I get it. But what that got to do with the price of tea in China today? Boom. She did not think Lizzo could take it. And also I feel like people think, "Oh, you're the fat friendly girl." No, I'm not. No, we're not all fat and friendly. Not all fat and friendly. So it's like even for me, I am very shy and quiet around people I don't know. I'm not. I don't. I am. I'm very entertaining when I want to be. But if I'm in a crowd, if I don't know y'all, I'm not gonna. Hey, what y'all doing? What's going on? What's that? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. So sometimes I am very standoffish. Not because I don't like someone, I don't know you. And if you and that man broke up and he later on got with Lizzo, why aren't you bringing that shit up now? Because Lizzo and that man probably been together, I would say, well, publicly. I can't say what happened privately. Publicly for maybe a year or two. But 2016, that was 7 years ago. So if y'all broke up then, man, leave it be. Please leave it be. And then I can't play it because y'all know TMZ, it was the one with the footage. But the one girl, Ariana Davis, Lizzo's attorney, after the girl was on TMZ with the lawyers or whatever yesterday, Lizzo's attorney sent TMZ the audition footage that was recorded after the tour where she said all these bad things happened and they was pissing on themselves and all these things. Is weird to me that right after all these bad things happened in this horrible, harassing environment, that you went and recorded a video to be on season 2 of the show and was praising Lizzo. Now, folks was all in the comment section, abusers. I'm not victim always praise the abusers, the Stockholm syndrome, blah 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 blah. She did it she did it to make Lizzo happy and all these things. I don't know why she did it. I don't know why she did. What I do know is if I had a horrible experience with people that traumatized me enough to sue, and all the company and the captain, and I'm the Jesus lady, all these things. I'm not auditioning again, because what that means to me is you want to stay in that environment. You did not have an issue being in that environment because you had the job. However, once you no longer had that job, once you were no longer on the payroll, once you were no longer working there, now you're upset and it's horrible and you're sad and you're going to sue. So the video does not mean she did not experience what she experienced. What it proves is you also didn't care because you wanted to still be in it. She was very, now the video of her talking is on my IG page. Go watch it on my IG. But every day it seems more and more weird as little stuff come up. Like y'all suing her, but y'all stay around there. You're suing her, but you were praise her as a queen and how great the experience was. And my thing is, if you wanted to be on the season, why would I want to be on season 2 of a show where the Lizzo is a horrible person, the company itself is fucked up? Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to stay in that? If you not want to sue, I'm just wondering. I'm sure every day some new is gonna come out. I'm sure every day it'll be a new video clip, a new something. It's gonna always be a new something because Lizzo out here having to prove herself to not be this monster that these people in a lawsuit, and also the two people who used to work for her came out, and the other 2 employees are not in the lawsuit. They just said they also had a very, tumultuous time on set and blah blah blah. But I'm telling y'all, anybody who feel like, oh, well, Lizzo's wrong and Lizzo is only Lizzo, it's like, no, it's both. It's Lizzo and these people. And I'm pretty sure from this day going forward, Lizzo's going to have a clean cut rules and regulation handbook at all the exits, all the entrances, on all the lunch tables, and all the contracts. Nobody can come. No, all the dancers, all the stage, anybody who was having fun traveling with Lizzo, going to the fancy restaurants and the naughty bars can no longer come, because I would never hang out with anyone I work with except those who I know are my friends in life. Any newbies, no. Working, that's it. Working, that's it. I'm done. Anyway, y'all, that's all I have for y'all. That's all I have for y'all. That is the end for today. I'm about to go chill out. Unless something happens tomorrow, I don't plan to be live. Something that will have to happen, but y'all know at 9 o'clock, if something happens, I'll be around here. My parting words is: do not fraternize with your coworkers unless you are absolutely sure that they won't sue you. They won't snitch on you. They won't go into the boss how many shots you had before work. Okay? Bosses, if you have staff and you want to go to a titty bar, don't take them with you. Go alone. You hear me? Because if not, they could sue you. And who wants to get sued? Not me, not after the cat. Anyway, please like the video, share the video, subscribe to my channel. Okay. Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. I will probably talk to y'all soon. I don't plan to not be on live all weekend. I'll be up doing some things or whatever. So I'll see y'all sometime within these couple of days. But do not forget, even if I do not have a live up, I will be having premieres up. So still check my channel. Okay, cut on the look. Let me show you. If you do not know, where is that? If you do not know, okay, you really should always, on all days, have up. Let me get off the thing. You see the thing where I can't even see the damn thing. But usually, let me go to my other page. What page can I go to? Go to Campfire. Okay. You see, well, I'm subscribed. You see the bell? Click the bell. Okay, click the bell. The bell lets you know. The bell on anyone's channel. Okay, the bell on anyone's channel. You know what I'm saying? Should be clicked. Now I have everybody bells off because I don't want the thing notifying me. Okay, I don't want it notifying me because people upload me videos. Okay, but you have to be around here. Okay, you who watch YouTube, click the bell because it's supposed to tell y'all when we have new videos up. Okay. Anyway, that's all. Okay. Have a good night, y'all. Be safe. I love you all. Be safe. Don't pick up no side street babies. Don't go to no titty walls. And don't let Lizzo ball her fist up at you. Okay, I gotta go. I love y'all.